giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom News Leaders.
I'm Elizabeth Kling with Mediacom News Leaders. We're talking with Kelsey Tyrrell right now, the Director of Youth Leadership Development with the World Food Prize Hall of Laureates. And Kelsey, thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Well, we want to talk about a wonderful event that you have coming up in April for Iowa kids to really learn and potentially make a big difference in the world. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so this is our 8th year of the Iowa Youth Institute. We've partnered with Iowa State University to hold this event. And so basically what it means for Iowa students is that we're allowing them to share their ideas for solving complex issues in hunger and poverty. We know that by the year 2050, there's going to be 9 billion people on our planet. And one of my favorite quotes by Dr. Norman Borlaug, our founder, is that if we want students to be excited about solving these issues when they're 60, we need to get them started working on these issues now when they're 16 years old. And so the Iowa Youth Institute is basically an opportunity for them to share those ideas and get feedback from faculty, industry experts who are working on the ground, solving these issues in real time. And so it's a way for students to find mentors who are doing great work and find an opportunity for them to make a difference in the world.
Yeah, so this all takes place at Iowa State University?
Yep. And we are so thankful to have that partnership with Iowa State because every student who participates gets a $500 scholarship to Iowa State and the College of Ag and Life Sciences, which opens up a lot of doors for students who are not sure where they want to go in their career, but they know that they want to make a difference. And we can show them that they can make a difference through ending hunger and poverty and the many career paths available to them at Iowa State.
Yeah, a lot to explore there for sure.
Yeah.
So talk us through how kids can get involved in this. How many students are accepted to the program?
So we're really excited this year to be hosting 350 students. It's the most we've ever hosted in one year. That'll be our cap. But students can get involved by writing a small paper sharing their idea for ending hunger and poverty. So we want them to pick a topic affecting food security. So they could write anywhere from topics like plant health and how to prevent disease, all the way through human rights and what are the barriers for people to access food markets or to be able to afford the food that's in their grocery stores. And then they pick a country where that issue is maybe having some struggles and what their approach might be to really move the needle in that country and how they might solve that particular issue, thus reducing hunger within that country.
Wow, I imagine going through some of these submissions that you've got to come across some pretty creative and interesting ideas.
Very creative ideas, and that's what I love about this program is that students at this age who participate have that creative thought process going.
Think outside the box a
Right.
little bit more, maybe.
Exactly. That it's a great way for students to share those with adults who are also working in the field. So we view students as partners in the battle to end hunger, and we give them a seat at the table rather than, sometimes you might see a token representative of a youth on a board or a committee, but we're igniting 350 students to actually join in that conversation with us.
So this will be a day-long event then on April 29th?
Yes, it's a day-long event. So half the day is meant for them to share their ideas in a roundtable with other students and faculty and industry leaders. So they have a discussion around what these topics and challenges mean to them and sharing the research that they found to help improve that situation. And then the other half of the day, they get to explore careers, research taking place on campus that's making a true impact both here in the U.S. and around the world. So it's a little bit of hands-on interaction for the students to get excited about a career that they might not have heard about before.
Yeah, and then after this event is over, what happens from there?
Sure. So the students, the Iowa Youth Institute is actually just a first step in a number of different opportunities. Once they participated there, they are eligible for our Wallace Carver Fellowship, which is a paid internship with the U.S. Department of Agriculture. They're also eligible to move on to the Global Youth Institute, which is a 3-day international conference with students from over 30 different states and territories in 10 countries. And it's another opportunity for them to share their ideas. And that's also held in conjunction with the World Food Prize Borlaug Dialogue in the fall. And once they've attended the Global Youth Institute, they're eligible for our international internship, where they receive a stipend to do their own research. So the Iowa Youth Institute is just one step towards many different opportunities to help them decide where they want to make a difference.
And just very quickly before we go, if kids didn't get a chance to get in this year, they want to try for next year maybe, when should they have that on their radar to start applying?
Yeah, great question. So right now registration is open through March 25th. So if they go to our website, worldfoodprize.org/Iowa Youth, they'll find that handbook. But it's eligible for students in grades 8 through 12. And so if they miss the mark this year, they're still eligible to participate again next year, and actually can participate multiple years and receive that scholarship every year they participate.
Oh, wonderful to hear. All right, Kelsey, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Kelsey Tyrrell, the Director of Youth Leadership Development with the World Food Prize Hall of Laureates. Join us next time here on Mediacom News Leaders.